Yo, what up? We're back. Hello. Hello, everyone. It's me, Webweaver, and we're back with Limbus Company! And, here's what we're gonna do today, okay? I was thinking to myself, how do I do another Mirror Dungeon hard? And I came to a conclusion that you're probably not gonna like. Okay, so I'll walk you through the team once we get in here, okay? I'll walk you through the team once we get in here. This is gonna be pretty awful, alright? So, one of the things that you might notice is our support units, who are very low level. And you might also notice by the title of the video what it is that we're gonna do here, okay? So, we're gonna be using the Ring Pointillist Yisang, who does not count. But all we need is 5, right? So let's look at the 5, the anointed 5 that we have. Yuri Faust. Rupture. W. Dawn. Rupture. Rupture. Oh, you already know where this is going. Dulcinea Rhodian. Rupture. Oh, no, 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 no. Otis. Rupture. And of course, Inflict 3 Rupture. Just, yeah, listen, why do a lot of the W core units have Rupture randomly on all their shit? I don't know. But here we are. Increase current cost balance by 10%. Increase ego gift sale price by 50%. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? It'll be funny. So, yes. Yes, we are doing quote-unquote Rupture. And we're doing that for our Mirror Dungeon hard. We are doing that for our Mirror Dungeon hard. It is true. Yeah. I am going to make a Rupture team as, like, my 4th or 5th team, but I do like, okay, so here's the thing. I like playing around with the status effect keywords. I think they're really fun. I think team building is the most enjoyable part about this game.
Well, we're terribly sorry. We've lost Emmerdale.
Okay, sorry about that. I was, getting up the limbuswiki.gg so I could actually see what Rupture gifts that I need, and I don't think any of them here are fusion. So what do we want? Turn end, if an attack skill inflicting Rupture potency gain haste. If enemies or abnormality parts with Rupture apply damage up. Turn end, inflict Rupture potency. Absolutely this. When activating a Lust Absolute Resonance, apply Rupture count to a random enemy. Absolute cinema, okay? We're probably not going to be able to get a consistent Rupture count for 80 years until we get, you know, enough. Also, it should just be my, whatchamacallit, my funny Mothfaust up-tie art as the loading screen, but, like, the last thing that I did before that was the dungeon of the new event, so, I don't know, might be a loading screen spoiler at some point for the newest event, but, we want, Rupture count. We want Rupture count. Or this, because it's a part of a fusion. But I think we can do better than that. Just a bunch of tier 1 gifts, I don't really care about that at all. I mean, I'm seeing something that's pretty appealing right here, right? And we're not seeing Hell's Chicken yet, and listen, we need to reroll for Hell's Chicken specifically, just because, like, we need, what is it, like, dry to the bone breast or whatever? Like, that's, like, mandatory. But, yes, we are doing a insanely cursed Rupture team, so let's check it out. I don't even know if we'll ever be able to proc you. I don't think we have 4 gluttony skills in this team, but you are there just for fun. Like, I don't even think, like, I think you are the only person with gluttony. So I literally don't think this is ever happening, but... Anyways, you have Rupture. You've got Rupture. You've got Rupture. Rupture, Rupture, and then you do not count as Rupture, but you are, like, the best choice for us to use here because you can, you know, technically do Rupture. So, we're gonna try to get, I guess just, what is it, Thrill? Like, really, that's the only thing that we should try to get, really, is just Thrill. Oh, average W core Hong Lu W, but,
충전 기능 점검.
we take those, chat. We take the neutrals. We do take neutrals every single time.
합격장.
And I mean, this is gonna be bad. Like, I don't even know what to say here other than it's not gonna be good. Like, I don't know what you want me to say specifically. Hey, look, there's Rupture. You see that? It's absolutely, there is Rupture. I have done a better version of this team on the normal mode, where it just levels all your identities to 50 for you. Hey, look, it's Inflict 3 Rupture. We absolutely got this, chat. We absolutely got this. And I use Burn, too, in the normal mirror dungeons. I use Burn and Rupture, because I have, like, a decent amount of units there. But the, whatchamacallit, the thing about it is that in Mirror Dungeon Hard, you have to use level 50 units, right? Because it doesn't scale you automatically and everything's level 50, so, like, you know, what are you doing, right? And we can probably win it, that's fine. So, the beginning of this run is gonna be awful, because it's like we have 2 bleed units, and then 4 charge units. Well, actually, 3 charge units, and then 1 person who does basically nothing. I mean, Remnant Faust, Yuri Faust is like...
자, 진정하세요.
She fuels Fluid Sac. That's what she does. She does a little bit of Poise. She does a non-existent amount of Rupture. Oh my god, finally. We've got 6 Rupture stonks. Let's do it, guys. Look at that. 6 Rupture. 1 Rupture. 2 Rupture. So for those of you who don't know, because, you know, I have to... These videos, I imagine most of the people watching them are Project Moon sleeper agents, but I have had some people who didn't know what Limbus Company was watching my my videos. So Rupture is a awful status effect, and by that I mean it's the best status effect in the game. It's absolute peak cinema, alright? So basically what it does is it has a potency and it has a count. And the potency is effectively true damage, right? So the enemy takes damage equal to the potency when they take damage, right? And what ends up happening is the count is then reduced by 1. So if you have 10 Rupture potency, 1 count, the next hit that the enemy takes will deal 10 damage, but then the Rupture potency will go away because there's only 1 count. The count gets taken by the hit, so the hit does 10 extra damage. So the entire point of Rupture is maintaining the count as you try to build the true damage number up as high as possible. It is the most difficult status effect, I believe, to use correctly, because, I mean, you know, all it's doing right now is 4 extra damage, and that's it. It's doing 4 extra damage. That's literally all it's doing. Because we have that ego gift that, you know, it puts 4 Rupture on them. But the moment you hit them, that Rupture's gone. And so you really are losing a lot out of this. Now, a proper Rupture team is designed to keep the count going, but it's very difficult to keep the count going because most things are Rupture negative or Rupture neutral. So you have to do a lot of really dumb stuff in order to get Rupture to work properly. And we are going to be exclusively relying on ego gifts, and this being a mirror dungeon. You would never run this team for Rupture in reality, right? Like, you would either want to run a charge team with some placeholder units that just so happen to be bleed units, because Dulcinea, Rodian, and Ring Sang are incredibly powerful units on their own right. Or you would want to run, like, a bleed team. And you wouldn't want to run this weird, bizarre hybrid thing, right? You wouldn't want to do that at all. I think we can go forward and then maybe take 1 step back. I think that's fine. The more ego gifts we get, the better. I hate this thing. Do I fight this thing just because it's a video? Do I fight this thing just because... This is like my least favorite. This is like one of my least favorite bosses in the game. It's 2 egos, though. But this thing takes so long. I really... well, because it's a video. I get to fight my least favorite boss. For you, for the fans. Like, one of my least favorite bosses in the game. And we're using a team that sucks. And we don't have our ego gifts to the point where we're online yet. So basically, we have to kill these guys, essentially. We just have to kill these guys. Oh my god, look, it's Canto 1, Canto 2, and Canto 3, and then it's me and homie Rutsu. Aren't you the most powerful? Yeah, you're a WA08. Like, you're scary, dude. I completely believe it, though. I completely understand it. Take 1% damage per count at the end of the turn if at 108 unit dies. I mean, we need you to lose the clash. So sure, we'll just do it like that. You don't have... I don't really like that. I wonder if Rupture would actually pierce the protection. I'm not entirely sure. But you know what? Sure, go for it, bestie. You do you. And then I guess we just try to kill them. Like, you're the easiest to kill first, but I guess we're just gonna win the clash and see where that, just gonna win the clash and see where that lands us. You're the tankiest guy, so we'll just beat you to death with hammers first. Look at this, 3 Rupture, 3 Rupture. This is pathetic, by the way, and completely useless. All it means is that the coin does 1 extra damage, effectively, because what happens is, she uses her first coin, which gives the enemy 1 Rupture, and then... you know, the second coin, which does damage, so that Rupture's gone, and then that applies 1 Rupture, and then the third coin damages, so it consumes the Rupture, and then it applies a thing of Rupture, and then the 4th coin goes off, which takes the final Rupture. It basically just means you do 3 more damage, that's it, right? Like, literally, you just do 3 more damage, like, that's literally it. And so... Oh, I forgot they heal. So you basically just have to kill the person who's marked with karma. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. I'm remembering it now. I'm remembering it now. This probably wins the clash, right? Yeah, it does. We want you dead. We definitely want you dead. So we're gonna do something a little bit maybe ambitious here. And just kind of do something like this. Yeah, just do something like that. Make sure that you're not gonna lose anything, and then... yeah, you're feeling pretty good about that. I mean, if the boss takes 7 damage, maybe you could actually kill it with Rupture. That'd be really cool, but... this should be okay. I'm a little bit worried about it. But, this fight just takes forever, you know? You have to let the karma stack on the enemy so that you can actually kill them. And then just beat the boss to death with hammers, honestly. Yeah, there we go. I think the Rupture did actually work. Hell yeah, reuse those coins. Do it big. Now... we're gonna break that, thing eventually. Ah, crap. We just have to keep applying karma to the enemy. That's all we gotta do. Apply 2 attack power up to a random ally. That's on use, so we just win the clash, right? The stone seat? The stone seat has 100% less damage. I mean, we're gonna break those, so I guess we just continue doing exactly what we're doing right now. Can you get me a dominating on everything, chat? A favored. I don't know if we can do that, man. Dominating. Sorry, my power, my mental energy. I lose it in this fight. I really do. Hell yeah, part broken. Look at that. It really is. It's look who it is. Now, we're not using Reindeer Ishmael, so I don't have to worry about Ishmael going on a rampage and killing one of my units. Hell yeah, 1 damage plus fragile. You'll love to see it. Ida, I don't think you're winning this fight at all. I think it's the hard blood arts. I think you're cooked. Can't help but notice you're doing 7 attacks. Yeah. Give protection to an ally, give damage up to an ally. Okay, you're targeting an ally. I don't really have to care about that then. As long as I win the clash against Pinata Party. Me, when it is Viva Pinata and the Pinatas are filled with fun. Filled with fun, you say? How curious. I mean, you're the weakest. Can I just beat you to death with charge? I think I can. I think let's do it. I think let's beat you to death with hammers. Honestly, I think let's beat you to death with hammers. I think it's true. Now, how do I want to do this? Because this will definitely kill. Like, 100% this will definitely kill. But maybe you know what? Let's make sure that it does, okay? Let's make sure that it does, chat. You're just doing damage up, not coin power up. So I can do this, and then my bonus charge can get me through on that one. So then we want to do something like this, and then we'll take away these attacks, because I want to see... Perfect. You see that? Absolute cinema right there. This should... honestly, I think this should work well enough. I'm not like a massive fan because I don't know if it will kill. Oh no, it's 276. You are taking plus 20% damage though, so maybe it's possible. No. We needed the extra juice from the stupid the stupid lust skill. Yeah. So one of the things about Rupture that makes it so difficult to use is, and I mean, obviously it's gonna look awful from this perspective because, I mean, you know, what are we doing here? We're doing some very silly things. But, it's basically extraordinarily difficult to... I just realized that literally did nothing, because... Oh... Someday we'll get out of this fight. Targets the unit with the most karma deals damage based on target's karma. If target has karma, inflict 50 karma. So you're gonna kill... Guido is dead. Absolutely, 100% dead. We still... Probably, because it's like... I'm pretty sure the units in the back act first, if it's like the same speed. You know, because it's like mirrored for you, right? So like Otis and Yisang rolled an 8, so they're furthest in the back. I think that's the same with the boss, right? So it's like they rolled a 1, so they'll go first before this. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. But it's like, yeah, I think we just dogpile on, I think we just dogpile on at least one person, and then just, like, beat the other person to death with hammers. Probably you, because, you know, you're the lowest health person here, but I don't know if we actually get to, like, you know, kill you. You're gonna get staggered, though, so, like, what am I doing? You definitely do something like that. Actually, I think this is way better, right? I think that's way better. And then you just, if Guido gets the attack off, you let Guido get the attack off, I think that's fine. This is great for building up ego resources, I guess, but we almost killed. We just needed one more coin, we just needed one more coin, we just needed one more coin. Alright, sit yourself, infested G-Corp manager, sit yourself down. I always love the animation that Honglu does there. It's like, it's not really like Isaac Clarke coded, but it's like close. Oh, you did get that off. Well, goodbye, Guido. You are 100% dead, because you are getting 150 karma as like a little treat, you know? 07's in the chat for Guido? Yeah. Now, we did let Yi Sang get some karma, which is not a good thing. But what if we had afflicted the boss with Rupture as like a little treat? Yeah, sure. Let's just do this again. It'll be funny. Now, unfortunately, there's no, you know, can't do anything fun there, but we can do something silly here. Rupture. Let's go, Rupture! But the thing that makes Rupture really difficult is that a lot of units that are good at afflicting Rupture either have a limiter, that's like if the unit has plus 15 Rupture potency and 3 Rupture count doesn't apply Rupture, you know? So that's like number one, right? That's one of the first difficulties. But the other difficulty with Rupture is the, a lot of the units that apply, like, Rupture neutral or, like, Rupture positive count, which is very rare, they kind of suck at clashing. On hit, you're targeting Ida with that, so we want to let that go through. We absolutely want to block this, and on use, give protection next turn. You're just targeting random-ass people. You really are just kind of cooked right now. You're just kind of cooked right now. I mean, you're dead, but I don't want you to move any, like, karma over, so... do we have anything that rolls, like, a lot higher? Sure, we'll do it like this. And then, this is fine, because it'll give 3 protection. Do you have, like, a passive that if you hit... You don't have karma. Yeah, karma is not transferred to my form empties. Apply 30 karma and 3 fragile to 1 random ally, which is you, but like you're gonna die this turn anyways, so it doesn't really matter. We do want to block this, and then everybody else you can just dogpile homie, I guess. I don't really think you'll get anything out of it, but, like, you can definitely kill Ida. Because, you know, they'll be at 110 and then instantly die, so I think that's alright. I'm okay with that happening. Aw, hell yeah. Look at the Rupture proc. Now, one of the things that we're actually getting around is, like, the units that we're using are not Rupture units. They do not do Rupture, they just, for some reason, have Rupture potency and Rupture count as, like, a part of their kits, which is, like, completely useless, and basically just means, like, do 3 extra damage, right? But for the purposes of the Mirror Dungeon, this is really important, right? For the purposes of the Mirror Dungeon, when you get a fused ego gift, right? When you get an ego gift fusion, it requires, or I shouldn't say an ego gift fusion, right? Because you can fuse like 2 stars, 3 stars, that sort of thing. But when you get the highest rank ego gift, right? And when you get unique special fusion ego gifts, which you can only get through the ego gift system, what ends up happening is it requires 5 identities that inflict the keyword in order to activate, right? So basically, Ring Sang doesn't count because of the passive Sanguine Pointillist, which is like, you know, because Yi Sang, Ring Sang can inflict Rupture. However, it doesn't count as a skill that inflicts the respective keyword, right? But, you know, Faust with the 5 Rupture and the 2 Rupture, that counts. Same thing with Hong Lu's 3 Rupture. Same thing with the, I think it's just on the skill. Oh no, it's on the skill 2. It's on the skill 3 as well. She does Rupture on every skill? Holy crap. Dawn just does it on Rip and Rip Space, so she doesn't do it on Leap. And then Otis only does it on skill 3, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she only does it on skill 3. So, basically, all of these units have a way to inflict Rupture, and just Yi Sang specifically doesn't count, because the Sanguine Pointillist has, like, a special passive saying that he doesn't count, right? But, like, these 5 do count. And so that means that when we get the better Rupture Ego gifts later in the run, that means that it does actually work. So I think you want to clash with this. That's going to win. Apply 2 attack up to a random other ally. I mean, we might as well clash with this, just because, like, I don't think it matters. But everybody else, you're going to want to immediately dogpile on Homie. Let's do the Rupture thing. You know, let's do the Rupture bit for fun. I actually should probably try to kill him, so let's do that instead. Our Rupture's not gonna nuke people off the face of the earth. I think once we get something called Thrill, our team is just gonna, like, nuke everything off the face of the earth, but for now, we have to, just kind of have to deal with it. Now, soon, my form Entities dies soon. This will be real. Oh, thank God. Okay, now we can beat the shit out of this guy. Okay, let's kill him, let's kill him. Let's beat this guy to death with hammers. Alright, you. You're gonna lose the clash somehow? Now you're not gonna lose the clash. Look at that, that's crazy. Oh my God, Hong Lu in for consuming the Rupture stack and then putting 3 Rupture on the boss. Oh my God. Faust consuming the Rupture stack entirely and not doing anything. Alright, this is where we start cooking. Look at that. 1 Rupture. And then the Rupture goes away because we did damage. It's, oh God, who will break this deceitful statue? Oh, please. Oh, no. I don't want to fail. I don't actually know what happens if you fail this. I really don't want to know. I really don't want to know. Can we just beat this guy to death with hammers? Can we just kill this guy? Can we just... We rolled, like, the most abysmal skill 1 setup of all time, but, like, you're dead. Because you're getting fragiled. If this doesn't kill you, which it will, you're getting fragiled, and then you're getting Sanguine Pointillism for, like, 8 coins in a row, because your ass is done, alright? So get me out of there. I hate this stupid fight. I really hate this stupid fight. I'm really glad that it's dead. And I mean, if we see something with Rupture, we buy Rupture, right? I think that's just sort of the world that we're living in here. No Rupture, I cry. I mean, the funny thing is, like, we're using a few charge IDs, but we're only using 3, right? So like, yes, this is a good thing to buy, but I don't really think, you know what we could do? We could get more Rupture. We could get more Rupture for Hong Lu. Let's do it, dude. That's awesome. That's awful. Ebony Brooch? Hell yeah. I don't know what it... I think it says Rupture count, so that's good. That's just obviously good. We love Rupture count. I love Rupture count. Rupture count is so good, dude. I love Rupture count. Everybody loves Rupture count, don't you? We need... Let's see. We need the Revolver. We need a lot of tier 2, but we also need a lot of tier 3 as well. We also need some tier 1s as well. I think that there's, you could argue for just buying this shit, because we want to turn it into Rupture stuff, right? So let's do it. Let's go Rupture Gambling, chat. You love to see it. Do we want... Let's prioritize tier 2 for now, because we can make 2 tier 2s. Thorny Rope Cuffs. That's exactly what we wanted. Thank you so much. And then we can keep... Probably keep Perversion, right? After defeating one or more enemy using an attack skill, gain Ego. Resource of that attack skill's affinity next turn. That's not very good. Apply 2 damage up to a random ally. Yeah, it's probably better. Hell yeah, Shard of the Apocalypse. If we get Bone Stake, that's the eerie effigy right off the bat, chat. You love to see it, you really do. So, we want to go cost maxing. That's... Forget that I ever said that, it was awful. I should never have said that, that was awful. Also, by the way, since we don't have any Gluttony, we're not getting our support passives, are we? I just thought about this. Okay, no, we, I don't know why I clicked on Marcel. This is the one I was looking for. We have exactly 4 Gluttony. Thank you. Thank you, Honglu. Oh my god, he's got 2. He's got 2 plus 3 Ruptures. That's awesome. I mean, everything's dominating, right?
승객을 정리합니다.
Hell yeah. We'll probably kill, like, one of them. I don't really take this boss seriously, because it's not that bad even if you fail to kill them. You know what I mean? We do want to kill at least one of them, though. There we go. See, look at that. Look at that. One's dead. Or do we have to kill one next turn? I can never remember. I can never remember how this fight goes, because I just kind of stopped paying attention. Yeah, it's next turn. But guess what? You're both dead. You're both freaking dead as a doornail. I don't know what that means, but I did say that. Look at that. The 3 Rupture from the top rope. The 9 Rupture. Look at that. Oh, it's this turn you have to kill something. Okay. You do, like, no damage. I don't know. Can we, like, guarantee that one of these things dies? Like, this does a shit ton of damage. Like, let's use our best skills on these, and then we'll block the attack with our bad skills. Let's get the Rupture stack going, which we literally can't, because we have no way of building count. So I should just do this. Let's not be silly now. This should kill. This should definitely kill. This is like a super strong, never mind. Okay, if that didn't kill, none of the other ones are probably gonna kill. Never mind. You know what? Rodian's the GOAT. How could I possibly be so stupid as to think Rodian's not the GOAT? So we killed one. We've succeeded the feeding the Doomsday Calendar a little dude, a little clay dude. It's like pretty rude, honestly. It's like you're just like a little chill clay guy, and then all of a sudden like 12 assholes come out of nowhere and just kill you, and then feed your corpse to funny Doomsday Calendar. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty messed up, right? Okay, so think Rupture. Think big Rupture, alright? Think big Rupture. Or maybe just use your weak skills on, like, weak attacks. Inflict Bleed. Let's kill this guy? Let's beat him to death with hammers? Wait, can we just kill you? Hold on. We can just kill you, right? Like, I don't want to do this fight. I don't want to do this fight. Like, just kill this guy, right? Like, it's not scripted, right? I think we just kill this guy, right? I'm pretty sure we just do that. Gotta inflict the Rupture, though, for sure. Yeah, it's scripted, huh? Or did it... Oh, it broke, so it canceled all my attacks! I have never, ever seen that animation before in my entire life. I have never seen that animation before in my entire life, by the way. I have literally... Alright. Now I remember why we don't mess with that guy too much. Because he's kind of a dickhead. He's kind of a piece, if you will. Yeah, you're dead, so just do something like that. Alright, everybody's dead. Both of your arms are broken. And both of your little minions are dead.
승객 보관 준비.
Look at that. 6 Rupture. Let's
자,
go!
2분은 이쪽으로 모으고.
This is destructible? God damn it, it has another phase. Are you doing any damage? You're doing damage, and you're doing damage. But, let's just, you know, beat you to death with hammers, I guess. This should work.
점 찍었네.
So what are we looking for? I mean, we're looking for bone steak. We're looking for, Hell's Chicken. We're just looking for Hell's Chicken. If we can get dry to the bone breast, that's like exactly what you want. Like, that's literally just like everything you could ever want is that right there. Like, literally, that is the only thing that you could ever want. I genuinely can't think of anything else that you could even possibly desire in your heart
공간을 뭉갠다.
than chicken. Please tell me this is just the... Okay, we can kill it now. We can kill it now, right? We can kill it now. It's not how that works. Alright, sorry about that.
핫.
The festival will end. It is a destructible face, that is true. Listen, I know you can't see its actual health bar, because its face is covering its health bar, but thank God we can get out of that. That was really the first floor, huh? First floor took like 30 minutes. I was not familiar with your game, random tier ego gift, thank you so much. Standard duty battery, that is absolutely the way to go. I guess we can just get another 3-star thing, just because, for fusion, because we do have a lot of things that we need to fuse. Okay, this is a Rupture gift. All attack skills that inflict Rupture potency or count gain Clash power up. I don't know, maybe we could, I mean, it's 2 3-star things that we can get for the next stage. But you know what? No, we want Hell's Chicken. We want Hell's Chicken. We want Hell's Chicken. We don't see Hell's Chicken. We don't get Hell's Chicken, unfortunately. But, hey, we could go bone steak if we want to. Eclipse of Moths is pretty good, too. Coffee and Cranes is also, like, pretty useful. But let's go bone steak, just because, like, oh, we gotta fight Gleppo Shido? Ugh. I should not have gone here. We gotta cost max in case there's a super shop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just speaking the language, yeah? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. You know, I will say getting rid of Hong Lu's energy cycle, or whatever the hell it's called, is probably a pretty good idea, just because it's dog shit abysmal, and like he can at least keep the charge barrier going, maybe,
진정하세요.
with having like an extra skill of it. Maybe I just do that again if I get to the shop and I can do it again. I can just keep replacing the energy cycles with the charge barrier deploy. That'd be pretty good. I'd like that. I think energy shields are really cool conceptually, and I wish there was like more stuff used for energy shields. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the coolest energy shields I can think of are like energy shield mechanics is like Halo armor lock, because that's like a reactive thing that is not only defensive, that can buy you time, but it can also be used offensively against vehicles, which I think is really cool. You're just gonna beat me to death with hammers, huh? You have 0 sanity, you'll lose
이상
that.
승객을 정리합니다.
You'll have 0 sanity, you'll lose that. You have 0 sanity! 0 sanity! Oh, you love to see it. You love to see Rodian running the gauntlet.
Uh-huh.
And then for Hong Lu to deploy the charge barrier. This is just what Hong Lu's gonna be like in his Canto in a few months, you know what I'm saying? Like average Canto 8. Probably dodge that, right?
점 찍었네.
I am probably gonna end up using W Core Honglu in Canto 8, just because I want to use my,
자,
because my charge team
진정하세요.
got me through the entire game, right? So I want it to see me through Canto 8, you know? And, you know, obviously you're gonna have to use Honglu, and Honglu's Canto, so might as well. You know what I mean? This is like the most bizarre shit I've ever seen in my life. I actually wonder. Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
점 찍었네. 이제야.
They were rolling a, what is it, a 13 versus Rodian's 13, and now they're rolling a 12 versus the 13. That's like absolute resonance, more like absolute cinema. I'll be here for the next 1 hour on average, because these videos are usually 1 hour and 40
공간을
minutes.
뭉갠다.
Although this one could definitely be longer, because we have to do the most jank-ass shit possible to get this Rupture to work. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, Prejudice, nice.
피를 머금을 시간이네.
What an unhinged thing to say out loud. This is such a weird team, but like I kind of dig it. I kind of like it. I'm kind of getting in the mood
지금이
for a little bit of Rupture, you know? Now this is awful, just because like what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? Like it sucks. Like this is an awful team, but I kind of like it. I'm kind of excited by the idea of Rupture stonks. You know what I mean? You're gonna
내
get.
앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Oh, the multi-coin use is gonna go hard. The multi-coin use is gonna go crazy. Oh, almost killed. That just means we're not stacking enough Rupture. You know what I mean? We're just not stacking up enough Rupture. Many people are saying this. Now, here's the thing. I have done a cursed team like this before in the normal mode dungeon, and I got Thrill, and it just is literally like getting 25 kills in a Call of Duty game. That's the best way to put it. That's the best way to say it.
합격장.
Is you literally are just getting like 25 kills in a COD game, like turn 1, right? Is pretty impressive. If we can fight Cassetti near the end, I would like to do that because he's the prince of the parade,
자,
and is like,
이번은 이쪽으로 모으고.
I don't know, if you can one-tap Cassetti, I think that's like a pretty good indication of how your run's going. Oh, Otis is gonna go crazy here. Look at all the Rupture chat. Oh, 20 Rupture. We somehow built up 20 Rupture.
제압 완료. 승객
And the
보관
thing
준비.
is, when you get these Rupture gifts, right, like
공간을 뭉갠다.
the chip damage starts to be a lot more because you're used to it being like,
승객 보관
it's
준비.
doing 1 Rupture, but now it's doing 5 Rupture. So it's doing 15 bonus damage instead of 3 bonus damage, you know what I'm saying? So there's a line, there's a will, there's a way. It's just I would really like to be using an actual, like, Rupture team. It's just that EXP grinding in this game sucks. Hello, dog. I mean, it'll do 5 Rupture. No. Hello? I don't know why she's coughing. She's coughing just like a tiny bit. What if this guy rolls tails, you know what I mean? Like, she's fine. She hasn't eaten anything, so I don't know why she'd be coughing. But, well, I should say she hasn't eaten anything recently that she would be coughing up, you know?
핫.
Maybe it's like a cat thing where they have like a fur ball that needs to be coughed up or something, I don't know. But she looks fine completely. You do have 10 charge, so it is time to do a little bit of Rupture potency.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
And also, my raid lead, I saw the Steam pop up, is playing Sonic Adventure 2, which is kind of goated, honestly.
자,
I respect it.
진정하세요. 아하.
예쁘네.
승객 무력
네 피부있어.
확인.
Watch the rupture count go up. And by that I mean watch the rupture stack go up. Because, like, the count's not going up. The count's 1.
지금은 두렵지
But it is
않아요.
pretty funny to just see, like, bonus 10 damage on a Be Gone. And then, like, oh, there's 5 rupture on homie. And now he's gonna take bonus 5 damage.
추잡하네.
Oh, there was some count there. There was some
자,
count there.
이번은
We
이쪽으로
built up
보고.
18. We built up 18 rupture. Listen, it's all gonna happen. It's gonna accelerate very quickly the moment we start getting the good shit. Now, I don't know if the good shit is possible to get because we didn't see Hell's Chicken yet.
정리 작업
Hell's Chicken is like
시작합니다.
mandatory. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like a necessity. We have to get Hell's Chicken for this to work. But okay, if you're gonna do it like that, well, let's do it manually. We'll use some egos to rinse you if we have to. I would rather not, though. Now, let's see here. I mean, we can probably just do it like this. You're pretty tanky, so we can have the 3 people just kill you, beat you to death with hammers, you know what I mean?
비뚤어졌구려.
추잡하네.
Damn, that almost killed you in 1 hit.
공간을 뭉갠다. 자!
I mean, listen, they would do a lot more damage if,
두렵진 않네요.
you know, they would do a lot more damage if they were on their respective teams, whether they be bleed or not, you know, and they would have their proper ego gifts. But this is kind of funny to see it in practice. And I think that's entertaining enough, but it really does require some lead-up time. I don't know, there were like a few really weak skills on here. Oh, but these skills also kind of suck. All of our skills suck.
단순히 정리하도록.
But the ones that do Rupture will go
네
off.
피부있어.
Right now, Rodian is becoming stronger than she could ever imagine she
두렵진
would be.
않네요.
Which, honestly, if we get some bleed ego gifts that are just like, when you bleed an enemy, get like attack power up or something, she'd go absolutely insane. We could make the Rupture hurt more. Not really, because Rupture is like flat, pure damage, but you know. Absolutely give me the ego gifts, thank you. And what we can do... I honestly think we should replace the non-Rupture skills just to make it work a little bit. You know, that's charge. Don't autopilot. You're looking for Rupture. Oh, shit, I forgot to... I should have upgraded the skill, but you know what we can do? Is we can do it again, paying a tremendous price. I mean, just give me the 2-star, I guess, and then let's start fusing. So, we don't have Bone Steak yet, but we are gonna get it. So I think what we need to do... Alright, I paused very briefly. Just because my dog was doing a little bit of coughing. She's completely fine. But I wanted to pay attention to her, just in case. Because she is getting a little old, you know. So anyways, let's look at our... Let's look at our ego gifts. Our ego gifts suck. We don't have any to fuse. So what are we gonna do? Can we make a 4-star? We can make a 3-star. But I don't really want to make a 3-star. Not right now. I would want to make a 3-star if we were in Hell's Chicken, but I think we just gotta hold. I think we hold, and I think we ball. I think we just ball. Yeah, I think we just ball. Because we don't have the Thunder Branch. Actually, hold on. We can make the Enrapturing Trance. I just looked over and saw that now. So we do a little bit of that, this, and the car battery. This gift activates when 5 or more identities have attack skills that apply Rupture potency or count. So we've already hit that. That's what I was talking about earlier. When hitting an enemy with a skill, inflict 5 Rupture potency. When Rupture count on an enemy drops below 1, consume 10 Rupture potency instead. If the target has less than 3 Rupture count, inflict +1 more count when inflicting Rupture count 3 times per encounter. It's not the best, because even Rupture Ego gifts have to have, like, a power limiter, because they're, like, you know, the strongest thing in the world. But, we can just kind of ball. We can just kind of ball. We don't have Thrill yet. Thrill is, like, you gotta get Thrill. Thank God it's not Glupo Shido. Thank you, thank you. Alright. We're just gonna do it like this. Okay. Wow, alright. $20 damage, and then it's a clashable counter. We can interrupt one thing. I think we can just do the... I don't really know how this boss works. It's not a very difficult boss at all. We're just gonna do it like this, and that's fine.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
The clashable counters are really weird. Looks like that sin was rather effective. We've got this. Hell yeah, we're already sustaining the Rupture count just because we had over like 10 Rupture there. Awesome. Oh, look at this.
공간을 뭉갠다.
We're gonna go the distance. Look at that, that's crazy! We're sustaining the Rupture, and you love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. We're sustaining the Rupture count. Absolute cinema. Beautiful. You love to see it. All of our skills are inflicting Rupture. We can hit it 3 times without inflicting Rupture. We can hit it 3 times without inflicting Rupture for it to still have the Rupture count. You absolutely love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. That rolls a 19, huh? It's pretty scary. Target fixed. Oh, funny Faust. Well, we can do... Oh, I forgot to equip Faust's Ego on this. I probably forgot to equip everybody's Ego now that I... Yeah, that's fine. I don't have any Rupture Ego, so it's okay. Oh shit, I do. It's Dimension Shredder Hong Lu. That's Rupture. Oh no. I actually forgot. I'm so sorry. No Dimension Shredder Hong Lu posting.
점 찍었네.
I was wondering why we only had 1 Ego on every slot. I don't think we can change it while a run is going on, so unfortunately, my one Rupture Ego is not here. Telepole Dawn technically applies Rupture to allies. I don't think we want that, though. Faust knows all outcomes? That's so true. I often think about Faust knowing all the outcomes. It's correct. There we go. We got the Rupture stack back. Now, we're not doing anything with that Rupture stack. Or maybe we are.
승객 무력화.
16 Rupture, alright. Beat him to death with hammers.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
The 5 Rupture? Oh, it's 3 Rupture. Alright, it's not actually that good. But we are somehow sustaining the Rupture. You see, it's going up to 20, it's going down to 16, it's going up to 20, it's going down to 16. Deep Cuts does nothing. I'm so sorry. My Rupture count, it's gone. I ruined it all. I'm so sorry. My Rupture count, it's broken. You're dead, right?
충전 기능 점검.
예쁘네.
단숨에 점검.
Thank you. Okay. We're doing all right here. We're doing all right here. We're doing all right here. We're feeling pretty good about this. If we have a chance to get an Ego gift, we take it. And that's exactly what we wanted to see. That is exactly what we wanted to see. We take Bone Steak, and then Eclipse of Scarlet Moths is good. So I guess we'll take that. Painkiller might come in clutch later, but we don't really have to worry about that. Oh my god, the sad dog plushie. Listen, I wanna see Hell's Chicken, I'm sorry. I'm not normally looking for Hell's Chicken, but I guess I am now. Santa is not a Rupture identity. Santa is Poise. I mean, this is 2 3-stars, and we actually can't get 3 stars anywhere else, so I guess we're gonna go Nuna Violet. I'm a little scared. I don't really want to do Nuna Violet without Thrill, because Thrill is, like, pretty terrifying, but I think we're alright. Yeah, you can't change the egos, right? No, you can't change the egos. You can just deploy. That's
잘
fine.
됐으면 좋겠네요.
I wish it, like, auto-equipped your egos. I understand why it doesn't. But as somebody with very limited amounts of egos, it wouldn't really bother me at all if it did do that. Why do you have more Rupture than everybody else? I'm sure there's an answer somewhere in the ego gifts, but I don't really want to understand it yet. But I suppose we are going to be gaining understanding as the fight goes on, so maybe that's my bad. Honestly, W Core Otis is probably the most useless one here, as far as Rupture is concerned exclusively. You won't make it. You won't hit the gritty like that. Faust will, but you won't. Like, W Core Otis is a really good unit, don't get me wrong. But it's like, how do I put it? We're just kinda, you know... You only have one Rupture skill, and it's your skill 3. So, unless we just replace all of your skills with your skill 3, you're not really going to be very helpful for the Rupture cause, which...
합격장.
Listen, you know, the Rupture cause is, you gotta lock it in, okay? We gotta get as many ego gifts as we can. It's a little unfortunate. You get a little bit of understanding, and maybe you cry yourself to sleep on that, but that's okay. That's alright. You kill that because of the Rupture stack. You don't even have to worry about that. And you can just rinse this guy. You can just rinse this guy. Absolutely.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
I think we're pogging here. I mean, you're dead. Like, I just wanted to, you know, make sure that you didn't sneak on through there. But, like, enjoy the Rupture stack, bud. 23 Rupture, 28 Rupture after the dust is freaking settled.
자, 이번은 이쪽으로 모으고.
Homie is doing 23 damage with his basic coin, so he's literally having his damage doubled. I don't know if you saw that. It said 23 fatal and then 23 on the Rupture stack. That's pretty cool. That's honestly pretty neat. Now, how do we want to do this? Oh, we don't have enough charge for that yet. Hold on. It's a shame whenever W Dawn rolls slow, because you can't take advantage of the fragile. I think, yeah, that was definitely the clashable. Hell yeah. You had 5 Rupture Potency 1 count, now you have 10 Rupture Potency 2 count somehow. And listen, once you have that Mechanicum moment where you stop understanding what's happening, because you don't know the keyword very well, I don't play with Rupture very often, and you just kind of see the Rupture going up and up and up and up and up, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty entertaining. Now then, how do you want to do this? I mean, you can just kill, like, Homie with, like, anything that you want. So, like, you can just, like, you're gonna die, I'm pretty sure. Any of you have a 1 stack? No, you don't. You're just doing your regular attack weight, but we can clash with that, no problem. We do that, you die. Like, 100% you die if we do that. And then we can just kind of, like, dogpile you for fun.
점 찍었네.
Homie's got, like, what, 70 Rupture? Did I see that right?
자, 지금이 기회인 것 같소.
핫.
If only the skill 2 had Rupture for some bizarre reason. That would be so nice. You get absolutely rinsed, it's true. Oh, you don't get rinsed, my bad. Or you did get rinsed. You get washed down the goddamn sink. I'm not entirely sure how though. But we take those, alright? We do indeed take those. So what do you want to see, right? You want to just get as many ego gifts as possible, and you want to get as much cost as possible. That's what you want to do. And, I mean... I hate to say it, but if we can, it's what we want to do. Listen, if we fail, it's the greed they talk about in the Bible, but
합격점이구려.
we get 2 ego gifts, perfect for fusing. We're getting a nice amount of money. This is not the Rupture version, unfortunately. This is the sinking version, but we can craft this into something else. So we should be able to, before the boss fight, get enough high-tier ego gifts to where we can gamble for thrill. Now, obviously, if we get the gem, we have to re-roll the gem, because the gem literally does nothing. There is nothing that the gem can give us that is, like, actually, you know, like, relevant at all. Because we don't have any... I don't think any of our ego gifts do Rupture, right? Like, this is Bleed. What is, this is Bleed. This is Sinking. This is also... This is Haste, right? Yeah. And then you are just... Oh! Look at this! Rupture. So, I guess it would do one thing, but, like, we're not using Pathos Mathos to, you know, do anything like that. So, don't get it twisted, alright? We're not doing it for that reason, okay? We're never using Pathos Mathos for Rupture, but maybe we should. Maybe we should, because it's an on-demand Rupture skill for Otis. I really don't want to... So here's the thing, right? I want to run more teams in Mirror Dungeon hard, because that's when you can push the build to its, like, absolute limits, and you can get all of the fusion ego gifts. But the problem that I have is that you have to get your own units to level 50, or, like, you know, like level 45 or something. They can't be level 1, because normal mode levels your units, right? But the other modes don't. You're just immediately rinsed there, right? I don't have to worry about that. You are not immediately rinsed, but, like, you basically should be. I'm just gonna do something like this, and then we'll put everybody else on you. And that should be good enough to kill all 3 of them. I'm not entirely sure. I might misjudge the damage here or there. But I think, like, if you ask me what my biggest complaint with Limbus Company is, it really, really, really would just be, that EXP takes way too long to get. Which, it doesn't really matter, because you only need, like, 1 team to do the story, even if your team is weak to every single boss in the game. You know, Wrath, Blunt, Envy, that sort of thing.
자, 2번은 이쪽으로 모으고.
Mostly just Wrath and Blunt. That comes up a lot. You know, if you're weak to Wrath and Blunt, you're kind of in trouble for, like, most of the game. But, alright, let's see here. Probably just put you in the meat grinder, honestly. Yeah. Probably just put you in the meat grinder. Gain 2 understanding. That's fine. I'm alright with you taking 2 understanding. How much charge you got? 14? That is enough charge to rip some space. That is true. And then you're probably not gonna die, so let's just run it back there. But I don't know. I wish it was easier to, level. I wish it was more like a traditional RPG where you just did stages over and over again and you could get EXP. Because the ticket system is annoying. And the thing is, it really is annoying how it's like the most difficult levels to get are like the one, like, EXP kind of normalizes after a certain point where it's like, okay, after this point, you need, like, the similar amount of tickets to go from, like, 45 to 50. You know, it's, like, not that big of a jump. but the actual, like, all the EXP that you need to get there is just so annoying to get. So what we're gonna do is let's do it like that. Let's do some funny Rupture gaming. It'll be funny, guys. It'll be funny Rupture moment. Funny Rupture Family Guy moments, and then I don't know, just beat you to death with hammers or something like
이상
that.
승객을 정리합니다.
We have the bone stake now. We do bonus damage against shields
자, 이번은
with
이쪽으로
Rupture.
모으고
So I'm just saying, like, you can put up your guards, but I don't think you should be hiding behind those, because we deal plus 100% damage to them.
완성되었나?
Alright, this is where the run ascends, okay? This is where the run pops off. This is where we do it big, chat. We get thrill here. We get thrill here. We get something good here. We get thrill here. We get something great here. We get something grand here, okay? We get something immaculate here. We start cooking here, okay? We start cooking, chat, okay? This is a 3-star, so we should actually fuse the gifts first, just to see, just so that we get thrill and then we see where we're at. I think this will work fine, but that's like it's still a 90% chance. I don't know if we can be like, hey, 99% chance. No, I don't want to do, hold on, get that out of there. How about this? That's a 99% chance. Let's do it. I don't want to get trolled here. Now, this is where it all starts coming up, Millhouse. Can we enhance this? We can. This is like, you do this. This is important, because turn end, inflict Rupture Potency X Rupture Count Gluttony damage to all enemies with +3 Rupture Count. This is it. This is how you do it big. Now, everything else, we need the Eerie Effigy, right? So how do you do that? You go to Fuse Gifts, you go to Rupture, and then you go to the Bone Stake, and then you go to the thing that I haven't seen before, the Shards of the Apocalypse. You make the Eerie Effigy, and then, you know, Rupture effects deal 100% more damage against shields, if blah blah blah, right? Then you go, I've never made this before, I don't actually know what it does, right? So we're gonna read it together. You grab the Broken Revolver, this, I think, right? No, the Thunder Branch, and then you grab this. And then you get this funny fella, Ruin. Encounters start when 5 or more identities, blah blah blah. Okay, Rupture effects deal 150% more damage against shields, kinda mid, but like funny. Potentially really hilarious, depending on the boss. Turn start. Enemies or parts with Rupture lose Rupture Potency offense level and defense level. When inflicting Rupture Potency with a skill effects, inflict 2 Rupture Potency and +1 count against the target. When inflicting Rupture Potency with skill effects, inflict +1 Rupture count against the target. If the target has less than 15 Rupture Potency, inflict 2 additional. If Rupture cannot be applied due to skill effects, gain coin power instead. Absolute cinema, okay? Absolute cinema. Can we enhance any of these things? Or are they just kind of chilling? They're just kind of chilling where they're at. That's okay. Now, we've got the Trance, we've got the Ruin, we've got Thrill. We're feeling absolutely fantastic. So now, we just want to kind of see if there's anything else that we can get. There is a 2-star Rupture gift that we don't have yet, so let's try to get that if we can. Sorry, that was a 3-star, my bad. Attack skills, offense level. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna complain about that. I'm really not gonna complain about that. I think that's completely fine. Oh, all enemies take fixed damage. That's what happened, probably, right? So we've got all the 3-star gifts. We've got all the 1-star gifts, and so it would just be, I think we've got them all. So now it's just like, we boost our damage with other stuff. So how do we do that? On hit after winning a clash with a Pierce base attack skill. I think we've got a decent amount of Pierce from like Rodian and Yi Sang. Inflict bind. That's not really, I mean, we don't really like need that though. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not really, we don't really need that. Sun shower is kind of interesting. But actually, I think it's probably just enhanced gifts time. When using a clash, inflict +2 Rupture count. Oh, okay, that's probably what you want to do. Yeah, just plus, yeah, just more rupture count. Sounds probably pretty fine. Inflict rupture potency on all enemies to their current. Oh, wait, so this is turn end, right? This is also turn end. I actually wonder how this works. I would assume it works together, but I could be wrong. Turn start, inflict rupture potency, gluttony, absolute resonance. That's not happening. Turn end, if there are enemies or abnormality parts with rupture, apply damage and haste up to a random ally next turn. It's not really like, you know, I mean, I guess it's funny. And we could sell the funny tremor gift and kind of just. Oh, hello. Yes, dude. Get this shit out of here. Alright, sorry. Back to this. I don't know if that'll work or how that'll work, but yeah, let's do it. So we have Thrill now, so you're gonna see something very funny. I don't know if we have, like, the good shit TM. No, you can't be 3. You've got no Rupture applying abilities whatsoever. You gotta be lower on the totem pole, Otis. You can do Rupture with your skill 3 and that's it. You've got to give the Rupture to somebody else, like Faust, who has several Rupture abilities. That should have been how it is at the start. It's my mistake. I'm kind of trolling, but you know what? We're about to troll the Noon of Violet really hard. So, what is going to happen here, okay? Well, we're about to find out. We are about to find out. It is true. Who's the tankiest among you? It's time for you to die. We can do something like this, and then definitely, absolutely, this guy dies. The guy in the back dies 100%. But we're about to see some funny gaming here. I don't know if we have, like, the ideal build here to where we'll inflict enough Rupture to really, like, kill them, to beat them to death with Rupture hammers, but we'll see, we'll see. Because basically what's going to happen is Thrill is going to do a lot of gluttony damage, hopefully. That's what we're hoping for. We could also just kill them as well. That one turn, one wave. Okay, you're doing a lot of favored these days, but like it's not really what I'm looking for. Dominating, dominating, dominating. Who is favored? Okay, I know what we'll do there. I know what we'll do there. We'll do the power counter, and you'll definitely lose. You actually do a lot of damage, so I think it's time to, show you the ideal, and then just kind of, feel pretty good in our little tiny existence here. Hey, look at that, +5 Rupture. May I show you the ideal, or will you show me the ideal? Can you utter what the ideal is in the comments down below? Weak to that, huh? The Fruit of Understanding is weak to uttering the ideal. You love to see it. I'm just saying words at this point. It's the YouTuber's secret. You just say garbage to fill the dead air. It's true. It's funny because it's true. Killer Queen has already touched the Fruit of Understanding. Holy shit. Okay. We are indeed beating them to death with hammers. We do actually need to kill you, though. So let's do something like that. That should kill you pretty dead. And then we can just bully you. That's fine. We can just bully you. It's alright.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
We are doing a sloth resonance, but I don't know how likely we are to do a sloth absolute resonance. Ruin. You love to see it? So you're just getting rinsed in 1 coin, right? 2 coins. My bad, my bad.
두렵진 않네요.
You're getting rinsed in 1 coin. A Tails Soul Strike instant kill, by the way. You do kinda love to see it. So you're... I was gonna say GCD because I have, like, the most brain rot of all time. Your GCD sucks, so we're gonna use something else. Unfortunately, you're just kind of like a free space. Like, this is the non-Rupture free space right here.
점
Because we
찍었네.
just have 3 coins that are not doing any Rupture, which is very sad. I wish I had more Rupture. But listen, sometimes if you don't have a Rupture team, maybe sometimes you just gotta lock it in and run something like this if you want to experience the joys of Rupture. Imagine if we were actually, like, every coin was inflicting, like, negative or neutral Rupture count. Imagine that. Okay, you're just dead. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna rinse you.
고귀하게.
이제야 완성되었나?
Alright. Now. That's a little... You should get a bonus for being a lobotomy remnant. You should know how to do this. I mean, yeah, you kind of both have to just lock in, so go ahead, lobotomy Faust.
준비되었다면
Now then,
쉽죠.
what kind of bonus do we want? HP or SP? Probably HP. I think it's fine. It's look who it is. Right, so how do we inflict Rupture on you as much as possible? That's what we have to play around, nothing else. You gain protection, but guess what? Otis is not doing any Rupture this turn, so Otis can offset that protection. And then, I don't know, we can just, like, do something like this. I mean, this isn't very good now that I think of... This isn't very good, like, now that I think about it. Like, it's not actually, like, that good of a turn, but every skill is doing Rupture, so that's pretty cool, right? Like, look at that. Look at that, plus Rupture count. Isn't that cool?
Uh-huh.
I think that's pretty cool, right? You're gonna take Rupture, and Rupture count, even. Now, the left arm doesn't have a lot of Rupture, but that's okay.
비뚤어졌구려.
Yeah, did you just take 400 damage? Yeah, you just did, yeah. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, you're using your really powerful attack, huh? I mean, maybe it is time to pathos your Mathos. Sure, why not? Who has bad skills? Why do you have 18 poise? You know what? I don't need to know. You could just... You're fine, actually. You're okay. You're actually, like, completely valid. You're doing it big. Wait, you actually do have charge. Hold on, you don't. Let's make sure... charge. You have Rupture. You know what I mean? I mean, we're just gonna do it like this, I think. We're gonna do it like that, and then we're gonna do it like this. And you're gonna get Ruptured, idiot. If there's one thing a monolith is scared of, it should be Rupture. 99, 99, 99! How we feeling about that one? That felt pretty good. Now, I don't think we get Hell's Chicken. Give me 2 3 stars. I mean, I don't even think, like... Inflict 1 fragile this turn to enemies affected by Tremor Burst. 1 ally with the least SP heals 8 SP unless they are in Panic or Ego Corrosion. If said ally was already at max SP... Yeah, sure, dude. Who cares? That's awesome. Let's do it. Crown of Thorns. Yo, the evil defining? That sounds awesome. Oh my god, it is Cassetti. He's the the abnormal seismic zone? Why is this just the dude, the fairy gentleman? We gotta go evil defining, right? That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. We gotta go the evil defining. I'm not fighting the slit current, chat. Chat, I'm not. No, no, no. Just to see it die to rupture.
시작합니다.
Just to see it rupture in front of me into a million pieces. The demon. Yeah, maybe we can just kill it. Like, maybe we can just nuke it in one turn if we're just that based. Inflict one rupture. Alright, yeah. What do you mean that's winning? I mean, blessed be the rupture stack. Okay, can we do something like this? Listen, I want rupture Andes here. Oh shit. What is this one's doing the least amount of damage. So what we're gonna do is you two are gonna dogpile under this, and then Otis is gonna pathos the mathos. Just so that she's also doing rupture. So everybody is doing rupture. Everybody is doing rupture as like a little treat, you know? Hell yeah. Rupture count +1. You see that, guys? Rupture count +1. I want to see this thing die. We can't even see the rupture count 44 because it's so Come on. Rupture. Inflict 4 rupture on hit. Look at that. Me when the Odyssey had a purpose. Alright, Thrill, let's see it. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Get nuked, idiot. Absolute cinema. Absolutely beautiful. Now, unfortunately, we are minus SP because we got hit by that. The mermaids. Aw, this is poise, not rupture. What the hell, guys? Sure, why not?
정리합니다.
Just hold until he can do something. They're all dead. You fools. She does have enough charge to do this, but we can do something else instead. That's a 4-coin skill, dude. We gotta give her some odds here. Any who survive will fall to the thrill of the kill. The clutch of the waves. That goes so crazy.
자, 진정하세요.
다음은 어디요?
They're hitting me with water gun. Bro said Squirtle use water gun, and it's working. I mean, you almost all get rupture except for one skill, 1 coin.
다음을 부탁해요.
승객 무력화.
I'm expecting you to get cooked. You do have 300 health. That's actually like an alarming amount of health. I don't suppose Thrill is gonna kill you in like 2 nanoseconds? No? Why do you just get to do that? Like, what is your problem? I mean, you're done. You're 100% done. You have no idea how cooked you are.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
Yeah, 70 bonus damage for every 70 bonus damage for every coin, and you're hitting him with a 5-coin skill. That whale is gonna get the hell out of here. after seeing all of its mermaids get absolutely massacred. Alright, a couple of events as like a little treat. Listen, if you want a job, you just walk into the bank vault, you give the upside down hand man with a gaping chest, spiky chest mouth, you just give him a firm handshake. You just walk in, give him a firm handshake, you're hired on the spot. It's true.
간단하죠.
Good job, Honglu. It's look who it is. This thing got changed, didn't it? Oh my god, nobody can do it except for Reindeer Ishmael. Who? Absolute cinema. 50% chance to roll heads, 50% chance to roll tails. Rolled heads 4 times in a row. Absolute cinema. This used to kill Gregor, right? Allies inflict... Oh no. I think it's getting changed, right? Because they said something about this and how they don't want it to kill Gregor anymore. I mean, sure, we'll go to the evil defining spoilers for Canto 4, by the way. Not Canto 4, Canto 5. I always get them confused. I don't know why I think that Ishmael's Canto is the 4th one. I mean, you gotta go with, you gotta dance with the one who brought you. You gotta go Rupture when you can. It's true. Because look at this. Look at all the Rupture damage you're about to take. Look at that. Uh-oh. 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 Goodbye, Yisang.
예쁘네. 네 피분수.
I hate the damn mermaids, dude. I mean, we can kill you or we can kill you. And by that, Thrill will kill you. Thrill will 100% kill you. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. Trust, trust, trust. Believe, believe, believe. It'll work. Gloom versus the mermaids? I don't know if that's gonna work, but we will visit the World of Wonders as like a little treat, just to win the clash.
제압 완료. 승객 복원 준비.
Okay, listen, I know this is consuming our Rupture count, but it's to kill a mermaid, so the Rupture count would go away anyways.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
I'm so scared if we just randomly run into like the Picard town, I'm gonna cry. They're gonna roll like 30s for their basic coins, and it's like, ah! Struggling. I mean... That's messed up that this is like the better odds. Even though you don't have your funny, you don't have your funny charge barrier up, so you don't get your clash power. Very sad. Yeah, Rip Space just is always going to kill. It's a very effective strategy.
예쁘네. 네 피분수.
Thank you, Plasma Shield. And goodbye, moron mermaid who thought that it could stand up to Rupture. Get your Morse code ass out of here. Sorry, I'm being needlessly rude for, like, no reason. I mean, yeah, it's gotta be cost at this point, because I'm pretty sure we've got, like, pretty much most of the Rupture ego gifts. One floor after this one, huh? If only. I mean, we can get rid of Leap, but, like, Leap is just good, you know? Like, we want Rip because it has Rupture, and we want Rip Space because it has Rupture, but, like, I don't think you replaced Don Quixote's stuff. I think she's gotta chill. I think she chills. I think she's just being chillin', honestly. I think she's just hanging out. Turn start, inflict random potency on 2 random enemies? A Gluttony Resonance is never happening, so it's like I almost don't even want to. Like, I almost don't even want to. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's really just Yeah, it's just the Rupture gem. That's it. Now, admittedly, we could try for the Rupture gem just because I don't think I've ever gotten it before. So, I mean, why not, right? I mean, it's not like Smoke and Wires is doing anything for us. Fragment of Desire. Activates when Ego Awakening skills that inflict Rupture potency or count. Not Corrosion. Oh, so it wouldn't even work on Telepult Dawn. That's funny. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't, because it's Rupture on the allies for the Corrosion. Oh, hell yeah. That's Gluttony only, though? Yeah, that's Gluttony only. Yeah, it sucks. Like, that's actually, like, one of the... That's dog shit, man. The hell is wrong with you? Oh, smoking gunpowder! I can't believe it. I didn't even think about that. Ancient Effigy. That's, like, stupidly good, isn't it? That's just, like, haste stacking forever? Listen, we might as well just upgrade them. It's funny. Now, what else can we get here that we actually like, right? Well, we could get a Charge Ego gift, maybe? Or maybe we could just leave it how it is. Well, no, we have some pretty useless stuff lying around, so just give me, like, a 2-star. It's just gonna work on, Actually, I don't know how we have them set up. Yeah, it would have to be, like, putting it on, no, I can't do that. Yeah, the patrolling flashlight's useless on her, but I can't move Honglu up in the queue. Because then Honglu gets, like, the 3 Rupture gifts, and it's like, yeah, we don't really need to do that. Alright, let's lock it in. I think you're just gonna, like, die, right? Like, I don't mean to be rude. That is pretty scary. Yeah, it is rolling an 18. Oh god, banger alert. Hell yes. Listen, I'll be 100% honest with you. I think that Compass is, like, one of the best Millie songs. Absolutely. Reuse the evade upon failure. We should just definitely offset that. This is the festival will end? Got it. Alright. I've never fought this boss before because she's... well, I fought this boss before, obviously, but I mean in the mirror dungeon. I've never fought her in the mirror dungeon before. So we'll see. Oh, the compass is pointing to the sea. Oh, it's swallowed by the sea. It will be curiosity soon enough, though. You have multiple phases, right? You're not just gonna immediately explode here. Your evil is predefined. Yeah, we have to wait for you to change, forms. Like, you got 3 stages, don't you? Yeah, you gotta load the next ammo. This is the Starbuck one, right? Ego gas harpoon. That shit goes crazy. Alright, how do we do as much Rupture as possible? Because that's exactly what we want to do. How much charge you got? 17, huh? Works for me. What the hell? Okay, I just hope that you... Oh, Prey Mark? Yeah, there are mechanics in this fight that actually matter. But, have you considered that Rupture exists and is a thing? Yeah, it is just like 97, 99 damage per coin. You can't really do anything about that.
합격장.
Alright. Reload the harpoon. Gain 10% max HP. Max HP is shield for every Queequeg's ego. I think that's just gotta be... I think we click on the funny Otis button and we offset that. Oh, it's a counter and it's combat start, so it doesn't work that way at all. Yeah, we're gonna do something like this. At least you can clash pretty decently, right? Right? Right, guys? Yeah, I guess we can just do that. Me when the evil is predefined? It's true. Alright, Rupture. Come on, Rupture. Come on, Rupture. Break the shield! We do 150% more damage against shields! Make us whole, Isaac!
아하.
추잡하네.
I think this is the first phase that we don't instantly kill, but I think Thrill
이상이
should.
무엇이라 생각하시오?
Thrill Pog. Oh, 273 damage, that's not good enough.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
You'll love to see it, chat. I don't know how I did it, but when I was doing the normal dungeon version of this, I did nuke Cassetti for like 3,000 damage. With the highest sum of poise, potency, and count. I mean, we do have poise somehow, and I've never had this before, so I might as well grab it. And charge barrier is good for our boy Hong Lu. So we might as well. Yo, LCB regular checkup? Hold up, hold up. A new Rupture gift? Get me in there. So spoilers for the most recent event, I suppose. Holy shit. Alright. I mean, I want the new Rupture gift, so give it to me. This is not the new Rupture gift. This is, what is it? Ashes to Ashes? Yeah, it's Ashes to Ashes. It's not really what I wanted. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Select to gain a Rupture ego gift. Spiked combat boots. On a clash win with a base attack skill... Alright, I didn't want to read that anyways. Base attack skill that inflicts Rupture potency or count against the enemy. Inflict +3 Rupture count 2 times per enemy. On hit, if the enemy does not have Rupture coin effects that inflict... If the enemy does not have Rupture, coin effects that inflict Rupture potency inflict Rupture count instead. Oh, base attack skills that inflict Rupture. This is amazing. I mean, it's no dry to the bone breast. It's like +3 Rupture count every time you hit an enemy, but...
잘 되었으면 좋겠네요.
Listen. It's absolute cinema. What can I say? Oh, you, the class 3. Alright, are you gonna make life easy for me? No, you're not. You're gonna just gain like 8 more billion protection, like as like a little treat. That's fine, because we're gonna do this.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
You have 900 health. That's very, very, very scary. Holy shit, we almost lost that. It was a 22 versus a 21 or something like that. It'll do rupture damage. That's what matters.
Uh-huh.
We just need to make sure that we cook these guys with thrill. They need to take gluttony damage, and they need to take gluttony damage now. Damn. One turn against a Rupture, quote-unquote, Rupture team. What the hell? What the hell? This shit's terrifying, man. Scariest shit I've ever seen? Okay, so do something like that. And then, like, you're favored for that? Yeah, I probably just kill him. That's fine.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
Oh, you lost. Oh, no, you won. Never mind. You're goated. Never doubt Dulcinea Rhodian. Never doubt Princess Rhodian. She's the goat. She locks in. She gets it 100% of the time. But never doubt Princess Rhodian.
Uh-huh.
Me when the coloring is hematic.
합격장.
Pretty wacky, right?
공간을 뭉갠다.
Yo, Rip Dimension's going insane, by the way. Now listen, I don't want to be in an abnormality battle against abnormalities that have 80 more billion damage, but if I have to be here, then I guess we're ballin'.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
Uh-oh. Oh, thank God it's a 1-coin skill and I used 3. Never trust 1-coin skills, they're terrifying. Are you ready for the Rupture count? Oh, 600? You'll love to see it.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Now, that kind of sucks, but, you know. What can you do?
자, 이번은 이쪽으로 모으고.
What can you do? You can kill him. That's what you can do. Now, please don't make me do another abnormality battle. Those had 400 health. Okay, we're almost there to the super shop. This should just be like the... This should just be the lantern guys, right? Like the Don Quixote identity? Yeah. Time to eat, all that stuff. I'll come back to you on that one. I mean, let's just see if we can get you to roll a tails once. Let's go gambling. Do you believe in gambling, chat? Because I believe in gambling. Hell yeah, look at that.
자, 진정하세요. 아하.
Hey, is that a shield you got there? I hate to tell you this, but we deal 150% more damage to shields.
합격장.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
Yeah, get owned, idiots. All of you dumb morons. That hurts a lot, actually. You have 0 sanity, though. You ever think about how you have 0 sanity? Because I am thinking about that currently right now. Probably just want to beat you to death with hammers, right?
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
Uh-oh. Oh, plus coin boost. Funny moment. They do have plus funny coin boost. That's true. I forgore skull emoji'd about that one. But, hopefully it doesn't matter. Honglu is just getting, like, the shit kicked out of him over there in that corner. That's, like, you gotta feel bad for the boy. Just a little bit. Now it's, Yi Sang's turn. Never trust one. Never trust. Listen, it says dominating. Never trust one coin skills. I don't trust one coin skills. You shouldn't either. They're evil. I don't really want you to take 40 damage, so go ahead and cook them.
충전 기능 점검.
Are we bullying Honglu a little bit by not letting him do Land of Illusion, but we let Yisang do Crow's Eye View?
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Probably, yeah.
자, 이분은 이쪽으로 모으고.
Dominating. I mean, it would have been worse if it was a one coin skill, because then we would have lost immediately.
네 피분수?
That time we had to, like, have it drawn out. We had to actually watch it. You're cooked, though.
승객 무력화.
Like, look at that. Watch the thrill proc. It's gonna go hard.
두렵진 않네요.
Get your coin, you get your boost coin pluses out of here, man. Alright. So how are we gonna do this? Well, it really is quite so shrimple. Alright. We are going to... I'm gonna... Is there anything that I can... make? No, I don't think there's anything that I can make that, like, actually matters. If I had a nebulizer, we could do something a little bit funny. Let's try it. Let's try to get one. I don't know why I'm buying poise stuff. Just for fun, I guess. Nebulizer? Nope. So let's, I guess, attempt to get one. Now then. It is a 2-star. So you want something like this. A non-focused counter, so it's actually bad. And then we'll do... That's a 3-star? Bro, I don't want to... What the hell? I mean, we really are just gonna go gambling, because it's like, I don't want to do that. Like, look at that, that's a 3-star, I don't want that. I was hoping to get a 2-star, but, you know. Alright, nebulizer. So then we can mix these two together to create the gas harpoon, or the gas lantern. First turn, start of wave, all allies gain 5 potency? 5 potency and 5 count. That's crazy. Can we make any poise ego gifts? Why would we want to do that? Because it would stop working. We absolutely cannot do that. Because it would literally just stop working. We're gonna have to live our life with the poise gifts that we've got right now. I don't know, if I can get an ego gift that I don't have yet, I think that's cool. Because I don't really have the opportunity to, you know, get them very often. I have an opportunity to get them once a week, and the teams that I can run in hard are pretty limited, you know what I mean? So, I feel like if I can run it, I probably should. Okay, you're rolling a little high, buddy. You're rolling just a little bit high, okay? Just a tad bit high. Who's getting hit by this? It's doing 13 damage, I don't care. Although you do have a lot of potency. It's probably fine, right? It's probably fine. It's probably okay. It's probably alright. Just, we don't need to, don't lose Be Gone and you're gonna be fine. Me when the combat boots are spiked? That would be something that Otis would wear, 100% for sure. Oh, a shield, huh? May I introduce you to that I deal 150% bonus damage to shields. You fool. You moron. Okay, we should probably prevent you from doing that, just as like a little treat, you know what I mean? Like just a little bit like, yeah, just a little bit of a treat. You don't need more shield. And you, Faust, have been chosen to use your ego against this, which is favored. It's favored. You'll be fine. Because look, we do 150% extra damage to shields. So, distorted Rutsu over here. I'm dumb. I'm actually dumb. I didn't offset the shield correctly. That's okay. Mr. Distorted Hohenheim here is gonna get the shit kicked out of him because it's Rupture time, bro. Do you not understand where you're at? You got 99 Rupture potency, brother. You just took like 300 damage for free, and you're gonna take more right now. Okay, let me actually do this correctly. So who's attacking? It should be you, because you do Fragile. You are not doing any Rupture, so you don't have to attack. It should be you. It should be you. And... okay. So probably everybody else now, right? So offset, offset, offset. Okay? Everything is being offset, and you're getting the shit kicked out of you. Did I regret to inform you that we do 150% damage against shields, you stupid moron?
합격장.
Did you maybe forget that I do 150% damage to shields? Did you maybe just forget, potentially, that I do 150% damage to shields? Are you perhaps unaware of the amount of damage that I do to shields? Are you unaware, maybe, potentially unaware of the damage that I do to shields? Are you potentially confused as to what 150% bonus damage against shields is? Do you maybe need a reminder? Maybe a little, perhaps a little bit of a reminder that a shield isn't going to save you or help you. And that, look at this, I'm doing 50% bonus damage because you're below half health. And this is a Rupture skill, so it's got, like, bonuses, probably. I think Killer Queen has already touched the distorted entity. I think you're done. Let's see. Weakens shield passive? Why would I ever do that? Why would I ever weaken the shield passive? Why would I ever weaken the shield passive? Do you have any idea who I am? And how much bonus damage I do to shields? I think you don't know. I think you don't know that. Also, you can't see it anymore because we just absolutely rinsed him, but one of my favorite details about this arena is that you can see him looking down at you. From the cracks in the roof, from like the holes in the roof, you can see his head going around. Okay, shut up, Rodian. I get it.
아니야, 이렇게 크게 웃으면 안 돼. 아름다움을 잃지
let the EXP go. It's absolutely beautiful. You love to see it. One limbillion EXP in the battle pass. You absolutely love to see it. Well, that was peak. Hey, look, I could make some Enkefallen modules. Alright, that was fun. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks. I appreciate it. If you see this little funny code on your screen right now, the little G8855901004, that's my friend code in Funny Limbus Company. You can add me as like a friend. So, you know, I got here, I'll do a friend showcase as like a, you know, a reward. That's I need to remember how to get there first though. Because I always forget. Is it here? There it is. Oh, somebody added me as a friend. So yeah, you can have up to 200 friends, and these are the friends, the pals. So, if you friend me, what does that do? It lets you use my units, who probably are somewhat usable. So there you go. That's pretty cool, right? Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next weekly Limbus Hard, where we're gonna have to do a rerun, because I don't know what I could possibly do, because I've only got the charge team, I've only got the bleed team. There's no way I get the burn team up to, like, level 50 in a week. That would be insane, because I'm spending all my modules on doing mirror dungeons. I don't want to do EXP Luxcavation. Are you crazy? Although I really do want to take Mothfaust out for a test drive, because I think she's neat. But yeah, no, it's, I also need to get Liu Ishmael. So here's the thing, right? My plan is I want to get my burn team functional, and I want to get Liu Ishmael. However, I recently burned the boats, and by that I mean I burned all of my, my boxes, because I was thinking about my current situation, which is, I really want multi-crack Faust and multi-crack Heathcliff, right? So that I can finally finish my charge team, okay? But the thing is, they're Season 4, so I can't get them through the pity system, the shard system, you know, I can't grind for them, right? I have to wait for them to unlock in order to get them, okay? And so that's why I was thinking about, sorry, not here. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about, Season 5 here. Because yes, I don't need Sync Merceau, I don't need Fell Bullet Yisang, and I don't need the Christmas Nightmare gang, right? I don't need these things. But do I really want to, like, potentially, like, want one of these things and then never be able to get them? So I'm focusing all of my current efforts on just getting everything from the gacha here by, like, slowly extracting it. So today, I got, you know, I got Mothfaust, and then I got, Funny Ryoshu. And then there was, I'm using all my shards now for Merceau. I'm gonna get Merceau, and then probably the Christmas Nightmares, and then Yisang, or maybe... my friend told me that Ishmael's the better Christmas Nightmare, and then Yisang, and then Gregor, or Yisang. But I want to get all of them, just because, like, when Season 4 is unlocked and I can make a Tremor team, you know, I might as well have the 2 Tremor egos that they made, right? I might as well have Fell Bullet Yisang in case I ever want to use it. Because, you know, once Season 6 comes out, everything from Season 5 is going to be locked to the gacha until Season 7 comes out, you know? So I feel like it's a good idea to just grab everything from Season 5 and grab everything from the current season, just to make sure that you'll always have it, so that you never have to worry about, like, oh, it's gonna go away for a year or 8 months or whatever, right? So anyways, stay safe out there, have a good one, bye. Start streaming? No, stop recording!